a few people are like, "Oh my god, they have a real robot here," because they didn't have a robot last year because most of the robots ran into big problems with the flood too.
Shit.
I'm gonna run up to Tic
Yeah,
Tac.
yeah, we
immediate
should.
circle.
Yeah, we should
Oh,
follow
no.
the old lady, right?
What?
You're an it's a good thing you're pretty.
And he
Wait, are you
turns the
hitting on me?
corner.
No.
Yeah, we're after him to Tic Tac to try to stop
Yeah,
him.
I'm gonna dip after him. I thought we surrounded him. Yeah, if not, I'm gonna
He stops.
assume we're running after him.
Oh, hello, friends.
Tic
Hey,
Tac, buddy.
what's your
Cool.
name?
What?
Hey, what's your name?
Tick tick.
Oh, whoa!
The only person, the only one.
I
Tic
think
Tac, are you okay?
Riker,
Are you
Riker-
okay
Do
if
we
you
have
get
to get your
caught?
eyes checked, Hunter?
Riker like fights himself from smacking Hunter in the back of the head. Like,
Well, he isn't
It's
in
not
dress
an
and
eye
wig.
issue, it's a brain issue.
He's in
so I want
disguise.
to smack him in the back of
Or
that.
it's in disguise.
Yeah.
Tic Tac, are you okay with the consequences if you get caught and taken? Are you okay with that?
I knew that.
Your disguise is
What's
not that
happening
good, buddy.
He walks to the side. I feel this would be a day I could go to school because I heard that today was Technology Day.
That's
buddy.
That's fine, but you have to be aware of the consequences though, because your disguise is not that great. But if you still want to choose it, then fine. But you're aware of the consequences, though, right?
The consequence
So-
of knowledge, of learning.
Of
Of
someone
people-
taking you.
It is Technology Day. Do you know why there have not been robots around the school since the flood?
No, there are robots around now. Not in the
What?
school. You don't see any.
Are you
What
talking about
team?
the dragonflies?
Look down the empty hallway.
Right.
And I look back at Tic Tac.
Oh, not
What-
here.
what do you mean?
There are robots. There have been robots since the flood.
Yes, but not.
You mean amongst human
Not amongst-
civilization?
Yes. What she said.
Like out in the open, unbothered, doing their work. That hasn't happened since the flood.
The authority figures of what is a collection of tribes called? Coalition?
Yeah. We can go with that. Combinations.
Yeah. So there's an authority figure over the coalition of all of the tribes that are here within our school. The people who are in charge of that coalition do not believe robots are safe.
And you know of RS, don't you? I mean, you know what happened to RS.
But I haven't heard anyone.
We know.
I wish that was enough to keep you safe.
We need to find a reason for people to know that you're not dangerous. But until we can find that, you gotta lay low, man.
So I have a possible answer to that.
We can't
are
discuss
you-
that right now. We gotta get him out of school.
Let's get him let's maybe not. Part of it depends on if Tic Tac is willing to be part of a story.
And it's Tic Tac's choice too. I mean, if Tic Tac is aware of the consequences, it's going to have to be
I
It's whatever
don't know
they
if
wanna
he
do.
is.
well,
What's the story?
I refurbished him.
No, they still wouldn't allow it in school, dude.
Yeah, but they might not take him apart.
They would take him.
and then you'll
I
get
don't know.
caught up in it too.
I have other things being caught up in, so that's the least of my worries.
Yes, but you don't need anything else though.
Okay, so it looks like we need to take Tic Tac out of here.
Maybe,
That's
maybe you could bring me to the science fair and I would be your science fair
And that's what I was thinking.
Partner.
Maybe was a group project as a
But
practice.
would that be the same, Tick Tick? Would that be the same being a project? Because you don't want to just, I mean, do you just want to be a project or do you want to be there?
I don't know.
Let's just stop them from
Now
taking
I'm
our
afraid.
project.
I didn't think of those things.
So, which you had no way of knowing. No one is mad at you for this. This is not a you're getting kicked out of the tribe scenario.
We're just worried about you because you're part of our tribe. We want to protect you.
And as you're talking to him, Joey walks over to Slinger and he puts his arm around his shoulder. Dude, we don't even have to go to class today. And he puts his fist up for a fist bump. And he has like some,
It's dope.
he fist bumps and he throws a little bit of garbage into the open face of Tick Tick. It looks like a garbage can and he throws it in there. Talk to you later, punk. And he heads out. Heads across down the way.
I immediately grab the garbage and shift it off.
I look over at Sia. Remind me to tank his grades worse than they already are later.
Yeah. Fucking Joey.
Fucking Joey.
Fucking Joey.
Maybe he could pass off as a garbage can.
No!
No, we're not having Tick Tick be a garbage can. So, part of my issue is there are people from even outside of the school who were here today, and I'm afraid of what happens if one of them sees Tick Tick just roaming the halls.
Krafta is going to be here.
Someone more concerning to me than even Krafta. I think that finding a safe place to hide Tick Tick until this all wraps up is a safer option.
Where? I don't really want him staying on.
We can take him to we can lock him in the music room's going to be closed. We can lock him in there.
Yeah, because it's not a great display space for.
Yeah.
There's no class.
Yeah, who cares about the arts?
Do you have access to the music? I mean, will they even have locked it? Do you know how to access it, even if it's locked?
What I got since I
might. I don't know.
I mean,
you have tools to get her in.
We
Is
have
there
tools.
like a supply closet that I have access to since I'm volleyball captain?
You might have access to the changing rooms and, for the girls' changing room and
there we go.
the equipment for the volleyball team.
Yeah, that's like the equipment closet.
Yeah, it has all the balls and stuff in it.
Can we get him there without him being seen?
Yeah, we can probably work together so we can. Someone can make.
Supposed to, bow game. Were we supposed to make a science project this year or something?
No.
Could most of the seniors,
I hope not.
Unless they're going into the sciences, don't usually do it. But all the science and STEM kids definitely do. In fact, there's a big banner that says Science Fair, and that's always in the gymnasium. They put out their tables for them all, and they all do their cool stuff.
What if we got Tick Tick to help take care of Chris, so he's not alone at the house?
A companion robot?
That's not the worst idea.
Yeah, that's not bad.
If Tick Tick wants
The
to.
local police
Yeah,
messed up big.
Hey, Tick Tick, you like helping people, correct?
We're all in the same tribe.
We have a acquaintance, a one-time friend of ours, who was badly hurt by some people and needs someone to help take care of him.
Is that why he's not a friend anymore?
The things they did to him changed who he was, and because of that we grew apart. But we still care about him. Complicated, I know.
I don't think I fully understand the question.
Would you be willing to help him for us?
You could stay at his house, stay inside of a house, have access to TV, other books, other ways of learning.
And he rises up a little bit. There, it is like a school.
It can be if you treat it like it.
You could, yeah.
A homeschool.
A homeschool.
I could help. I could help him. Maybe we could read books together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, reading's great.
Chris the bookworm.
I'd
So,
be happy to have somebody there.
yeah.
And he,
So how do we get him from here to there? I think it's a great idea.
Well, I think like what Finney said.
We hide
Pause
him.
it for now.
We hide him, and then after this, we get him long term. Perfect.
Okay, so we just need to distract people. I was like, I look at the hallway; it's pretty clear.
yeah, most of the kids are heading to the gymnasium at the moment. That's the
Right.
first thing they do is they go see the science fair projects.
Why
Okay.
don't
But you really, and like maybe the janitor, right? But the janitor's not going to go into there today because there's no reason to, right?
Oh, the janitor will be cleaning up stuff all day. The kids aren't.
No,
in
no, but I'm
class.
saying
not the changing rooms?
Yeah,
the
not the
closet
changing
or the
Yeah, the sports
the
stuff.
gear. Yeah, but they would have keys to that. I'm saying like we wouldn't have a lot of people.
Isn't
that are gonna have access
there
to it,
isn't
right?
there
Like,
a
nobody else
side
can see-
entrance? Isn't there a side entrance besides the gymnasium entrance into the changing rooms?
Yeah, and actually, yeah, probably. There's probably more than one entrance.
What if
Yeah.
we take him around? Do you think we take him out and around to the side entrance?
Yeah, I can go in from the inside and then open the door.
Yeah, why don't we do that? I actually have somewhere I need to be. If I look over at Riker, if you wouldn't mind assisting me with that.
I'll walk him over there, then I'll meet you guys outside the gymnasium. That way,
Alright.
if you need extra distraction, I'm there to help with that too.
I shrug off my backpack and hand it to Sia.
Take it.
Okay, so that leads Hunter and Ruben,
Whatever you need.
or okay, the Ruben, I think you should take Tick Tick around the outside, and then Hunter can assist distracting people.
Yeah, people
Okay.
pay attention to me all the time.
See,
Perfect combo.
What do you want to do? What do you think you'll do?
I think we need to wait at least if because as great as a disguise that is, I think the certain people will be able to see through it. Isn't there like one of those rolly bins that sometimes they pile equipment in and take it
You can
around?
find one probably in one of the
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah, maybe I can help you grab one of those and we
AV
can take
cart.
it. Yeah, we can take it
Mhm.
outside and put Tick Tick in.
Sure. Yeah, we'll start looking for that card.
Yeah, almost any you could use an AV cart from any of many classes. But lifting Tick Tick he's a little bit heavy, so you kind of have to do it at
You could put him on the lower rim.
Yeah, we can shuffle the shelf and get him
Yeah,
to.
but even getting him up there, it takes 2 or 3 people just to kind of lift him off the ground and put him in.
I got
I can help before I leave. I can help before we
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah. Okay. Let's.
You find a
Let's
cart,
do
you
it.
get him on it, and those carts are pretty tall, so it sits under it pretty well.
If I'm passing a table that's unchecked and has a like a tablecloth on, I'm just grabbing the tablecloth and draping it.
All right. So you disguise Tick
The
Tick
disguised
as
robot, yes.
an AV cart. And you take him through the back way. Adrian, where are you going when they drop him off?
Waiting until they, I wave bye to Tick Tick. I look at everyone, hopefully not for the last time, and I look around, figure out where there's someone with a programming, and then I ask for if there's any rooms dedicated to advanced programming.
And there is, and they say it's down the hall, room 116.
That's where I'm going. And I check.
And when you get there, there are several people, including one person you recognize, an FBI agent that you know.
Yep.
And he is sitting in there, and there's actually a table, and above it says, programming is the future. Not all of it is good. And has FBI, CIA, and all these different intelligence agencies. And there's several people in there and not a single student.
I give Riker one last look, shrug my shoulders, and go in.
Riker does not walk away. He waits till you go in, and when you get to who you are, he looks right at the guy and makes sure that the guy sees him, like letting him know that I see you're talking to my friend. Like in case something weird happens, I know who did it. You know, that kind of thing. And then I nod at the guy, and then I walk off.
And when you turn around to walk off, you see coming out of the bathroom this guy in a suit, about 6'4", 6'5", hat. He comes over to the door and he kind of peeks in, and he stands next to the door. And he he like nods at you, right? You know,
You with him?
recognition. Yeah, they're just having a conversation, I think.
I know. Yeah. So then I'll post up. Even though this guy's like way bigger than me, I'll post up against the door, just kind of keep an eye on him. Like, you know, like Riker knows that like this guy could easily handle him, but he doesn't want to show fear, so he just kind of like leans against the wall, like, all right.
And he looks at you for a moment. I like it. Loyalty. That's your friend in there?
Yeah.
How long have you known him? Long time?
Since we were kids, little.
Really? Yeah. When are you a computer programmer too? You get into all the programming stuff like that?
No, I'm muscle.
I love him. Riker's
So funky.
my ride or die. Yes, sir.
He doesn't need
That's my
muscle.
boy.
It's just a conversation. There's no fighting going on here.
No, but that being, I'm not a computer programmer. I'm muscle. I do martial arts. I train.
And he
My
reaches
machine is my
into
body.
and he reaches into his suit
I stay calm.
and he pulls out a pack of cigarettes. Smoke.
Sure.
Takes one for himself and he lights both up.
Thank you.
You
This is the coolest thing.
you a patriot? You believe in America?
Yeah. Is
Cool.
Hulkamania taking over?
Oh, definitely.
And he's a real American.
Yeah. So, are you a wrestler?
I wrestle too, yeah.
Cool.
Martial arts and wrestling. Most of
Martial
my
arts
wrestling's
too?
Yeah.
What kind of martial
I'm not-
arts? That
Karate.
what?
Karate.
Oh, cool. Not like that Brazilian one. What's that one called?
Jiu-jitsu.
No. The one looks more like dancing. Every time that someone does it, they get punched in the head and it's over. I'm glad it's
Isn't
not
that
that. That's all I'm
capoeira?
saying.
Yeah.
You ever
Yeah.
thought about
No.
You ever thought about law enforcement as a career? You got the look. And I
My
gotta
dad was a
say, kind of
firefighter.
the attitude.
My dad was a firefighter and he went missing. So I'm not doing any of that kind of stuff. Focusing on maybe being a pro wrestler.
Cool. And he reaches in, puts the cigarettes in, and he takes a business card out and he hands it to you. If you ever change your mind, give me a call. We're always looking for people that are patriots and Americans and want to serve the country and do well. And there can never be too many people who know how to handle themselves. And he takes a drag of his cigarette.
I'll consider it. And I'll actually pull out my wallet and stick it in the wallet. Like, it's not like just sticking it in the pocket to be thrown away.
Right.
He's keeping it, puts it in there.
You what do you think your friend's is doing in there? Why do you think he's in there?
Because he's good at what he does. Which I don't know what that is, but it's, I guess, something with computers.
Yeah, I was told.
Clearly, Riker is probably lying, but
I was told he was really
I
good
don't-
at it too, and I have no idea what he does. I can't program a thing. I don't know what that means.
yeah.
I'm pretty good
I
at
can
reading
barely
people.
type my
though.
name on it. Huh?
And you see when you get in that the officer is sitting at a table and there's a chair across from him. And have a seat. I'm actually a little surprised you actually made it. Welcome, Adrian.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you in person. I take the seat. The one thing I did grab before I handed my backpack was the printout of all the stuff I had from Crafta. So I would like it to be on record that I am here by choice and because I chose to be.
Okay, good to know. I'd also like you to meet my associate. This here is Kinsey Brown. He's the sector director for computer sciences.
That would have been your person that I dodged in the recent FBI attack as I was accessing the department.
You mean the police station one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been me.
That would have been you? I apologize so much.
I was very impressed. You know how many kids get caught just trying to get in there?
Way too many because they don't actually pay attention to what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they are just in it for the thrills and not for understanding what they're doing.
I would say all of them until today, until you. Not.
I can
too
think.
many.
I can think of 2 or 3 that got away with it. I'm not going to tell you who they are, but I can think of 2 or 3 that got away with it.
So, is there anything you want to tell us before we go forward?
I was in a position recently during the DARPA hack to go after very sensitive information. I chose not to. I believe that in any time where it's been dealing with things that were of a sensitive nature, I showed proper restraint. And most of what I did was to show weaknesses and not to, and to be honest, prove that I can, but not to weaken attacks. I never posted how I did anything online or on any of the forums. I never posted where I got information from online or in the forums. Quick question: is Psychopompus one of yours?
Well, I'm not going to divulge all my names or aliases or accomplices or clients or
Understandable.
associates.
Understandable. That's enough of an answer, and I appreciate it on that. I am here because, and I take the Crafta file and place it on the table. I am afraid for the safety of my friends, and I fear that there's an organization that is getting away from way more than it should.
Well, that's a pretty common excuse given by people that are breaking the law and all that stuff. Heck, even the stuff you're doing with the grades, with your friends' grades. By the way, we are fixing those back to what they're supposed to be.
And as you should have. I was going to be doing that anyways, so that's not.
So there's a couple of ways we can go here.
Okay.
And this is the FBI agent that you know.
Right.
Saying the first would be we could arrest you because we have enough information to do it. But Kinsey here is telling me that we should go the other route. What do you think the other route would entail?
Hopefully I graduate high school, get to say goodbye to my friends, and then I quietly make my exit from all of their lives, and I work for you guys making a reasonable sum of money and helping protect people, and keeping people from being able to do what I do.
You've seen Catch Me If You Can,
Once or twice.
so you kind of know how it goes.
Yeah.
Now, and the agent says, "You are a minor, so if I were to just arrest you."
19 years old.
Oh, you're 19. Okay, you're not. He would know that. Okay, so you're not a minor.
Yeah.
If I arrest you now, you're looking at 10 years.
A very
five,
long time.
If you do good.
I was assuming it'd be closer to 15 if I did good, given some of the stuff that I did.
Give it a decade.
Or do you know? Oh, you might.
Like
I'm
that.
gonna shut up.
And he goes, the judges don't know how to handle this stuff yet. Give them another 10, 15 years. They'll know how to handle it a little bit better, and they'll understand the circumstances. So,
Fair.
Are you looking for work? Or are you looking for
I didn't have hands.
time?
I didn't have plans after high school anyways. I was debating going to college, but I don't know if there is a school on either coast or anywhere in between that could teach me more about what I do than I already know.
So you're the one who released that?
I'm not trying to be cocky when I say that. I swear I'm not.
You're the one who released those news reports to this morning that went out?
Is it worth me saying I can either confirm or deny at this point?
Well, I will tell you, and this is Kinsey speaking. I'll tell you something I found very interesting. He knows it was you, but I don't have proof. And to me, that's the impressive thing. I don't actually care whether it's true or not. What I care about is the fact that you know how to hide your trail, and you know how to understand when you're being tracked. So why don't you finish up school? Not today. I mean, get your high school diploma, and we'll talk about a career launch for you. We'll even cover you going to college because we need you to get better and understand the math behind it a little more. And you'll work for us.
Fair enough.
It'll be good. What do you think?
Is this one of those hush hush my friends can't know what I'm doing scenarios?
Almost everything from here out is going to be kind of like that, yeah.
Can I still talk to my friends after I graduate?
Of course.
Keep in touch with them?
We want you to have a regular life. We don't want anyone to know that you're a Fed.
I look really closely at him. You're not FBI, are you?
And the agent in front of you says, of course I am.
Because the CIA can't work on domestic soil?
Oh, and I'm not CIA.
Okay. I would rather not work for them if possible. There's certain things I'd rather not do.
Yeah. So is that a yes?
I'd much rather work for you and draw on a fairly decent government paycheck than do 5 to 15.
And he puts his hand out.
Shake his hand.
We'll see you after your school year. And the other one, and the agent goes, fuck. And he pulls up there's some paper there, and he lifts it and he takes the handcuffs and puts them on it into his belt.
Did you think I was going to take the jail time?
I just thought you'd do something stupid and I would get to.
I'm many things. I thought you would have realized I'm not quite that dumb by this point. Besides, don't forget your son's birthday's in 2 weeks. You forgot it last year. I say as I tap the table twice and walk out the room.
And the door opens, and when you get to the door, there's a big guy standing in front of the door, and he turns around when the door opens, and he steps aside, and he kind of gives you like one of these.
I look forward to working with you in the future. I say as I tap him on the arm and walk out the door.
And Riker, when you turn, Riker is standing there with a cigarette in his mouth.
I thought you were. You're muted.
He seems there. He goes, "Yeah, I was supposed to, but this seemed important. Want to make sure you're all right."
I appreciate that. This actually went very differently than I thought it was going to. All right.
The rest of you get Tick into position.
Oh,
Was the officer's name?
could I have done one thing?
Sure.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna grab probably. Well, I assume if Vinny has a textbook like near her locker, or whatever, and where we're taking her, that's fine. If not, just gonna grab like a random textbook just so Tick can read something. So
Okay.
just grab a random
Aw,
textbook.
Smart.
yeah.
That's smart. That's
Yeah.
actually really smart.
So he doesn't get bored and wander. Yeah.
You were
Yeah,
like
and if
you
I
were
can't
reading
find
my
one,
mind.
Well, I was gonna do that or Goose Hunter's book if he had his with
Yeah,
him. So
yeah.
either or, whatever
you
book.
can use my book.
I see you're at 20 pages now. That's good. That's awesome.
What did you do to the corners?
Oh no!
Oh,
I fold them so I know where I'm at.
You just fold the one page.
There's
No,
book
yeah.
marks. Bookmarks.
But it's
Hey,
his
I'm
book,
not
though.
gonna-
You can do it.
I'm not gonna be bookmarks. I'm not gonna be marking up this book. I don't want to damage it.
It's your book, so you can do what you want with it. So you want to bend it, that's fine. I mean, it's your book.
You get
Yeah, I like it this way. It's like a body count.
you get Tick where he needs to be, and you head out. And as you're heading out, you see Adrian and Riker coming down the hallway, and you're in front of the gymnasium doors. You went the side way to get them in, so coming back in, you see in, and there's a table that says Crafta, and standing at it, just talking to other kids and looking into the room, is Dr. Martinez.
Speak of the devil.
And there's a bunch of brochures on the desk, and she's talking to she's actually probably talking to the principal at the moment, and then kids come up and
We're
stuff.
there too now, right? You said we're
Yeah,
there
you're in
too?
the hallway right
Yeah.
before it, and there's other kids going in and out, so she's not paying attention. She doesn't see you.
Adrian makes
You
like-
notice
Do I-
her.
I was gonna say, do I see her?
Yeah.
Okay, I walk right up to her
Okay.
and
And
just
she
interrupts the principal.
And
Have
she
you talked to Chris?
She thrusts a brochure out to you. Brochure, are you interested in working for
And
the...
I push it back and I say, have you checked in on Chris?
Chris?
Oh, I guess it just doesn't matter, right?
You can see
Did
what your other students, what your other peers are doing. See the cool science they're doing. They're doing amazing stuff in here.
Oh, Chris. And I describe him he's about this tall. You might have met him a
Look at some
couple
really
years
weird
ago.
shots.
I don't know who you're talking about, but I do have to step away for a bit. Can you take over? And she looks at some teenager that is there with brochures. She walks back down into the gymnasium.
Riker's
Further.
following. I'm like, I'm not done with this conversation.
Yeah, I just follow him too. No, I know he's not done.
I think Sia is swiping up every bit of craft information on the table, not talking to any of the teens left to run it. She's just grabbing whatever shit is there, then mugs, and then keeps walking.
I look at all of the crafty kids. Y'all might want to find another place to get your intern hours. I put craft as odds of surviving the next couple of weeks.
Riker.
Not
you
very
and
high.
Riker, Adrian, or not Adrian, Riker and Sia, can you make me an investigation check, please?
Sure.
Do you mean Sia or do you mean Seraphina?
Sia and Ruben. Oh, what happened?
Wait,
Huh?
See,
Wait,
yeah,
no,
Ruben.
just-
Riker,
Hold on.
Wait.
who's doing
Hello.
the investigation? Okay. Thea and Ruben?
I had
Okay.
a network error on my screen, but it wasn't there. It was the incoming. There was nothing wrong with the
You said Sia and Ruben?
Cia
Wait.
and Ruben, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I get 6 die for
An
investigate.
investigation, you said, right?
Yeah.
Investigation. So that's that, and that's
2
a
successes.
mind 9. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Nice. Sia, by the way.
Let's see.
We both have a 6 for our investigate. By the
Wow.
way.
So Cia, you're gathering up all this stuff.
Come on,
Yoink,
Ruben.
yoink, 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 yoink.
Wow.
Damn.
And you see there's a kid you know, not friends with, but you know who he is, named Sinwise Syorn, and he's like a kid from a transplant from Europe, from the, you know, parents worked at the Loop, and he has a fish tank, and he has a light underneath the fish tank, and inside it, and there's a lot of kids kind of around it. It looks like there's some kind of equipment or something in it, and there's something growing out of it. And he turns off the light, and the water goes dark black, like not like dirty, more like a blue-black water. And everyone's like, what? And he turns the light on, and you see this thing. It's underwater.
Mm-hmm.
And you realize when you see it, it is a modem. And there's like these bumps of flesh kind of poking out a broken part of it. And the kids are like, they're kind of freaking out. Like, what the hell is that? Like, and then you see someone from wearing a crafter badge start walking towards it. And he's saying, yeah, I'm trying to identify whatever kind of creature or colony this is. It's whatever it is, it's growing inside this piece of machinery that I found, you know, in a canal. And I haven't been able to identify it yet, but for my science fair, I'm going to spend a little time. I'm spending the time necessary to identify what this creature is. And it looks like this. Yeah, bring it up. Except it's in a fish tank. And he turns the light off, and he starts explaining his process he's gone through, that he filled the fish tank with the dark water from the canal that may have been remnants from the Loop incident. And when you use a bright light, you can see into it. But when he doesn't have the light on it, the water's just too dark for you to see much. It seems too murky.
And is it just a regular flashlight, or is there a specific flashlight he's using?
It's just one of those big square flashlights. He said, I can't leave it on all day. I'm sorry, because I can't afford to have all those batteries, but I want you to be able to see it. He goes, I'm measuring right now the growth and trying to identify what creature is. So far, it's growing about 2 millimeters a week, and it is weirdly expanding into more than out of the modem, so it must find some kind of safety in it, maybe like an octopus or something, although it doesn't have any tentacles that I've been able to see. And the crafter person starts heading over, and you see a couple other crafter people suddenly coming in from outside. And the rest of you hadn't noticed this. You continue on to follow Ms. Martinez. Dr. Martinez.
Yeah, I think Sia kind of falls behind and stops and is just going to be watching this scene around Sinwaz.
And the crafter people come over and, come on, go get away. This water may be it may be toxic. we're a little bit concerned. There's some concerns with this water. And they started talking to the kid, and all the other kids kind of disperse when they disperse them, and they start talking with the other kid quietly, not like loudly. And then a minute later, he is rolling the cart out with them.
Everyone else is following the doctor. I'm following the scene at a safe distance.
They follow him out. They go out to the car, and when he gets out there, you see him go talk to this person that looks not like a crafted person, maybe more like the kind of person Adrian was going to be talking to. And they're talking to the kid, and they stay there for a while. They drape a cloth over the tank, and the kid is just kind of talking to them like, I'm just doing an experiment. I found it, and I thought, and it's really very innocent. And a craft van, 5 minutes later, pulls up, and you see a person come over, and his parents meet him. They arrive too. They hand the parents a clipboard, and they look it over, and they sign something, and then you see them hand them an envelope, and they lift up the tank, and they put it in the van, and they shake the boy's hand, and he looks really excited. And him and his parents are like, wow, this is, they look really like happy. And they get in the two of the craft people get in the van and drive off. And the kid turns to go back to school, and his parents are like, what are you doing? We can go celebrate. You can go to school tomorrow. He's like, no, I want to go see the other stuff. And he goes into the school, and his parents go home. And he's got a big smile on his face. And he's coming past you. By that time, everybody else has dropped off.
All right, well, my biggest concern didn't happen, because I thought Crafter was going to kidnap him.
What do you think? They're monsters?
Yes.
Based on the things you already discovered.
Sometimes there's easier ways to handle stuff.
Yeah, money definitely talks. All right, well, I'll just let him go, and everyone's probably wondering what happened to me at this point, so I'll start slinking around.
And you're going in, and he's like, hey, Sia.
Oh, hey. You had quite the interesting experiment.
Yeah, oh my god, I found that weird thing in the water. Freaky.
Yeah, I've seen something similar. I saw like a boombox
that
had something similar like that. Yeah.
They'll give you $500 if you can give it to them.
500 bucks. And like just 500, they didn't say anything.
They had my parents sign something.
Oh, you didn't see what it was? You really shouldn't sign things without reading it.
I didn't sign it. My parents did. And they handed him a check, $500. For something I found. That's like finding a gold bar.
Yeah.
What are you doing out here? You're not in this. You don't like the science stuff anymore?
I mean, it runs in the family, but I once thought about being a marine biologist, but yeah, no.
Hey, have you seen that robot? There was a robot earlier that was walking around. I saw the little sign up. You know where he went?
Yeah.
He's not in the robotics room, and they didn't know what I was talking about. They said they're.
No, I didn't really catch where. Like, I just briefly saw him, but
Damn,
I think
cool.
Yeah, been a long time since we saw any robots here.
Yeah, and they say they don't have any this year. But I mean, I know I saw one. I'm not going crazy. I'm 90% sure I saw one. Oh well. I'm gonna go see what the other people are doing. They may win the award, but I got the big prize.
Yeah, definitely. Money can do a lot.
And he heads into the gym. In the gym, you guys are following Dr. Martinez, and she goes and starts talking to the principal at the other end of the gymnasium. And when you look back, Sia isn't there anymore, but you're a few feet away from Dr. Martinez, and the principal comes over. Are you kids okay?
I need to
Anything I
talk
can
to
help you
Dr.
with?
Martinez.
Oh, she's getting ready to head out. She's got other people working over there to take
Yeah,
care
yeah,
of
but
stuff.
I need to talk to her specifically, sir. And I just walk past him. I'm like, I'm focused, laser focused.
All right, what can I do for you? I don't know how to answer the question because I don't know who you're talking about.
Chris Hoffman signed up with his mom in Mr. Sheldon's martial arts class years ago. I don't know, and I lean in and I
A bunch of
whisper
people
to her.
signed up for that thing. That was a long time
Captain
ago.
America, Captain America, Project Captain America,
and you catch sort of a momentary twitch.
mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
Yes, you do.
if he was one of the kids in that program, it hasn't been running. They haven't been doing that in years.
Yeah. Is that the way you're going to go?
That was a project with the Loop. I was just a consultant.
No, wasn't it with
A recruiting
Dart?
consultant. You know, I do PR and marketing, right? That's
I just lean in, and I just like, I know. You know. You destroyed his life, and now you're walking around like it's okay. It's okay.
and she's like, I didn't hurt anybody. I don't know what you're talking about.
And I look at Finney because Finney's there. I look at Finney. I look at Finney. I'm like,
we're
do
all
you have anything you
following.
want to say? Yeah, it wasn't just me. They came too. I look at
They're
Finney. I'm
right
like, do
behind
you
you.
have anything you want to say to her?
Okay.
Because I know Finney's dad had talked to him, and you knew this. So I was like, I look at you. I'm like, do you have anything you want to talk to her about?
This is one of those moments where your character is smarter than you are. She's like, so in her head, she's like, you know, she feels like this, not feels, but she thinks, she's a thinker. She thinks like, maybe this isn't like the right tree to chase or to climb up, because she really just seemed like just the consultant and like the messenger between the like companies or whatever. And so she and all anyway, all I can think of is for Finney to say, well, typically when one undergoes an experimental medical process, there's compensation.
I'm sure that if he was in a medical program that was a research program, I'm sure that he or his family was probably compensated. I don't believe that Dart left any.
Wait, I thought that was a loop.
Programs.
Or is it Dart or loop?
Well, Dart was the department that ran the Loop. I mean, I think.
So why does Craftus still have you on file as the person who's supposed to be handling the entire event with Chris Hoffman then?
I'm not sure why you think that, but regardless, I think you've been watching a little too much science fiction. There's a science fair, and I really do need to go. It was really nice to see all of you kids. I hope that you find your way into something great for STEM. And he looks at the principal, shakes his hand. You think you could walk me out? And the principal looks at all of you. Yeah, I'll walk you out. You all, why don't you wait here a minute? I'll be back in a minute. And he walks her out of the gym.
We're dipping, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not waiting.
Fuck yeah.
I'll stand right
They
here.
step
I
outside.
don't care.
When they step out, are they coming by where Sia is?
Sure. Why not?
All right, Sia's watching.
That other kid is walking with you for a moment, and then he passes. He goes in when you ditch.
Yeah.
When Riker doesn't move, not Sia, Seraphina's like,
You guys can leave. I'm
No.
Riker, what are you trying to accomplish?
You didn't leave me. I'm not leaving you.
Listen. No, it makes sense. You guys still got to deal with our little robot friend. This can be part of a distraction. I can deal with him while you guys go take care of that stuff.
He's still going to come find us anyways afterwards.
Yeah. So if I stay here and I just deal with it now, then maybe it'll blow over for you guys.
Oh, you know that he hates me just as much as he hates you.
I don't think he hates me. I haven't done anything to piss him off.
Oh, well, he hates me, but that's beside the point.
Which is why I should stay. I actually don't have a good or bad record with him.
Finny, you need to go either way because you have too much at risk right now. I'm set at this point, and Riker, if he wants to be, I think is also set if he wants to be.
I don't know.
Going forward. You know what I mean.
Is the print? I mean, I'm kidding. She's like, yeah, I don't have time for small-minded idiots today. She just walks out. She thinks the principal's a moron. Like, it's just like, no.
Motions for Ruben to go with Finny so that no one's alone.
I motion for you. Go. I'm fine. It's better that you're not here. Because what if you being here and he's got an issue? Makes it worse for me.
So we make a bigger distraction for later.
You see the principal and Dr. Martinez coming out of the gymnasium, and they cross you. I assume you have your hoodie over.
Yep, my iconic hoodie.
Yep, and they don't even pay attention to you. They just kind of walk past, and they're talking, and she's like, I don't know what those kids are talking about. I'm not really sure. But you know how kids are today. They watch a lot of science fiction and get all kinds of ideas. You know, things like that. Maybe James Bond. He's like, yeah, I love James Bond. True. Who's your favorite? She's like, like Sean Connery. Yeah, I'm a Roger Moore fan. I like the gadgets. I think they're cool. And he walks her to the car so that he thanks her for making sure that it happened again this year because it wasn't going to happen. Said the kids really need this, especially all the kids that are into science and stuff. I'm really appreciative of everything Kraft is doing for the school and for the kids. I'm really excited to be able to announce the scholarship program that you're putting in place with the school. That's going to be amazing also. And then they shake hands. She gets into a very nice Cadillac, and he starts heading back.
I kind of have my notebook out, just recording what the car is that she's driving, the license plate, and all that stuff.
Okay.
Then I'll also figure like what direction she drives off in.
Okay. The principal walks past you, walks in, and you see Riker sort of standing there waiting for him. Is it just Riker, or is
nope, Riker and Adrian probably still squabbling.
I think Adrian's I tell you, at least just stay back like I did for you. Let me see how I handle.
All right, I'll take a couple steps back for you. You're right. I'll let you let me handle this. I'll let you handle this. But you're not alone.
He goes back in. So what was that all about? Riker, Adrian, what were you guys talking about?
A program that she was helped launch.
But she's a marketing. She does marketing and PR. What kind of? I mean, was it a survey or something like that kind of program?
No. But don't worry about it, sir. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. My mistake. I'll leave it alone.
All right. Well, don't harass her. I mean, she's putting in a really good program for a lot of scholarships for kids of the school. Like really good stuff.
Money helps these guilds sometimes. He says as he turns and walks away.
And
I'll deal with him,
sir. And when you were talking to him, you saw that Sia was outside the doors writing some stuff down. turned and came in after. I don't know. Are you going in after?
I guess I'll sort of be slinking about because if I see any more crafted people, I want to like listen in on any conversations that they may be having amongst themselves, any reaction to what they just did, things like that.
For the most part, they're just answering kids' questions and they're judging the science fair and kind of walking and taking, like marking, scores and things like that. For the most part, they seem to be doing just regular stuff. Only Dr. Martinez seemed a little bit out of place with it. She wasn't doing any of that stuff.
I see Sia. I'm like, hey. Like, wait for you to come over.
Yeah, I'll just sort of take a quick look about and come over.
I turn to you and Elle, Adrian. She knew. When I leaned in and I said Captain America, there was a twitch. Right. I don't know if you guys could have seen it, but I know Scott said I saw it, so she knew.
Of course she knew.
She's a damn good liar. I probably made myself a target, so sorry, but it just really pissed me off.
Again, I give Craft a 2 weeks tops at this point.
Let's go help Finney and them.
Word.
You all get back to the AV cart inside the gym changing room, and you hear Tick Tick's voice reading aloud, and there's one of the runners is in here, and she's sitting with Tick Tick listening to him read, and you get in and she's like, oh, and she tries to pull the curtains on him and like close it. Sorry. Oh, Finney, sorry. I didn't know you were using the gym today. I was just gonna do my run. And you know this girl. She's an athlete. She's on the track team.
Why are you so nervous? A lot of people use the changing room.
No reason.
And I
mean, you're the captain of the volleyball team, so that's a little intimidating.
Yeah, my rep precedes me sometimes.
All the time.
Just human. Relax. She just like goes to her locker, starts to like just pull out her stuff and acts very chill.
And she seems to be stuck between trying to leave and trying to not leave.
And I'll engage in pleasant conversation. So, you're on track?
Yeah, I was working on the 50-yard dash today. Just can I show you something?
I look around. Sure.
I found someone in here. And it was reading to me. It was reading to me about American history. But it didn't. You're not going to believe it. I think it's a robot.
I mean, robots are programmed to do a lot of things.
Yeah, but we haven't had robots in a long time. And she goes, look at this. And she goes over and pulls the curtain. And Tick Tick is in there with a book sort of over his face. And it's the American history book that he was given to read.
I mean, it's technology.
She's in a dress and wig.
That or The robot was brought as part of Technology Day, and someone thought it would be a good prank to put the robot in a dress and shove it into the changing room.
I'm telling you, ask it a question. It's so weird. It answers like it knows what it's doing. Like it understands questions, like for real understands. Not like just like the logic of it. Like I asked it how it was feeling. And it didn't respond with like robot answers. I'm kind of freaking out about it. It's really weird.
And I'm like, okay. So she's like, she turns around so her face isn't seen by this other girl, and she's just like, why would you leave? And I guess she feels facetious because she asks, what's the meaning of life?
And in a kind of a robot-y voice, a little more robot-y than normal, he says, when Cinewave created the world, there were common practices and reverence for us creations, and some of those may have stopped being practiced. It may be a poor reflection on us to the Great Spirit, and if we were to raise ourselves to a better standing, we could understand the meaning of life, perhaps. And she's like, that's what I'm talking about.
Wow. Yeah. I think you're onto something, but it still makes the most sense that this came with like Krafta or one of the robotics people. So do you want to go run and tell them? I can watch it, make sure no one comes and takes him.
It was hiding. I think it wants to get away. I don't think it wants to go back with Krafta.
Okay, well, why don't there's a door over there? She just like gestures to the outside.
And she looks at the robot. You're right. Fly and be free. And she like points to the door, and and Tick Tick just stays there.
It's like, well.
And then you hear Tick Tick go, make beep, boop, 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 powering down. Loss of programming.
Oh, okay. She's like, that's bad. We need to plug him in.
Oh, it probably lost its programming. Oh my gosh, I wonder if it was just reciting stuff in new in its memory things.
Yeah, like, we probably was coded to just recite stuff.
Do you need me to get a cable or something? Like you said, plug it in. How do I plug it in? Do you need an extension cord or something?
Yeah, why don't you go find an extension cord?
Let me go find one. And she goes, okay. And as soon as she goes out, Tick Tick goes, it seemed like you wanted me to fake something.
Oh, good. Okay, we're going to get you out now. So let's go to the side door.
And should I stay on the cart?
For the outside, she's like, yeah, probably. We're going to put you on the cart and put you somewhere else. What time of day is it?
It's noon, 12:30.
She's just like, okay. So she's like, okay. Ruben came with me, so I'm just gonna he's probably outside in the hallway, so I'm just gonna go back outside, and I go to Ruben and I'm like, okay, we need to move Tick Tick. So why don't we put it in the boys' locker room? Hunter would have access to that.
Yeah, no, I have access to that.
Okay, let's just move him to the other room.
But whose car are we gonna take him in though at the end? I mean, what if we just we can drive around?
I can move him.
We can put him in the car. Yes, but you'll be seen. This way, if you're in a car, it's harder to see you. What if who drove here? because my car's still out of commission. Hunter, did your dad drop you off, Hunter, or did you take the car?
My dad dropped me off. I don't have a car. It was eaten by a spider.
No,
So it's gonna have to be Adrian. Well, Adrian doesn't have a car, so no one has a car right now.
Yeah, no one
Okay.
has a car right
No
now.
one has a car.
Okay, so
There's the bus.
Adrian might be able to get a car.
I mean, I guess we could walk. I mean, it's wait until late at night, and
If
he's
Scott
walked
would-
before. He hasn't gotten caught before.
If
So
Scott would allow,
what may happen.
we would probably still have my dad's car. We just never drive it because it was his car.
But you're an agent, weren't you? So it's not like you'd have it right now unless you want to go get it. But I guess that could be the
Nobody
case.
does because I'm saying we no matter what, if
Yeah.
nobody has a car, we'd have to go get one. So I'm saying I don't know what Scott thinks about that. But
I mean, let me.
He
Maybe-
sneaks around all the
You could
time.
get
I
one if
mean,
you
they
need
they
one.
sneak around. They've gone to my house twice.
Maybe
That's my
Leah's
mom's
home.
clothes he's wearing.
Maybe
You wanna-
maybe
oh.
maybe Leah's home by now. Maybe someone's home. I don't know.
But
Just
if-
like
but
let's
aren't
let's just deal with one problem at a time.
okay. What's the plan? What do you want me to do?
Right now we need to Hunter, you need to go to the boys' locker room and open the side door, and then no one's in here. So Ruben, you run through the girls' locker room outside, and then you and I can push the cart with Tick Tick on it.
Okay.
And then we'll meet Hunter on the other side.
Got it. And I like I lean into Ruben and I'm like, you lucky dog. And I go. Did you get to go to the girls' locker room?
So
Oh, I
Yeah.
get it. Okay. Oh, yes.
Um,
It's Hmm.
I just open it a little the door for him to come in and
mhm. Yep. I walk in.
Okay.
yeah, it's an empty locker room.
Yeah.
It might smell like a little better because girls like body spray and
Mm.
Hygiene.
Hygiene, yes.
Well, the boy smells like lots of cologne too,
I mean,
though, so it's not much. I mean,
sure,
it's just a lot of scents.
girls still sweat. So
Yeah.
she's like, all right, let's just go. So we is there like a lock that I can lock the girls' locker room?
Yeah.
Or I just lock it. I'm like,
Right.
Is that one chick who came out? Is she coming back? She left in a hurry, like on a
I
mission.
told her to get an extension cord.
Okay.
And we're just going to leave.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's going to be no extension cords available on this particular day because
Yeah.
everyone is taken.
She's gonna be really busy.
It'll take her an hour to find an extension cord.
Porter's gonna be sobbing trying to find one to save the robot.
I need to free him.
Yeah, poor Stacy.
Oh, take it. You're gonna please be quiet. I mean, I know you want to read out loud. If you can, read silently while we're going out there. Please.
Yeah, kind of get into it.
Okay.
Just for now. You'll be able to read out loud in a little bit, but just if you can, just please be quiet for now.
And Tick Tick says to you, Ruben, you look upset at me.
Huh? I lean close to no, I'm not upset at you. We just gotta, it's fine. We can talk about this later though, but we need to get out though. So, and like he strains his face, like, so yeah, it says it quietly and then kind of strains his face out, just kind of, yeah. So yeah, he makes sure to say that really quietly to because yeah, just, yeah. Yeah, we need to. So Phoenix, so we're just taking him out now then, right? So we're just gonna head out straight there, be quick and efficient, right? That's the plan.
Yep.
Okay.
And you go through the machinations of the plan, and you get them out, get them driven to where you want to go with them.
Yeah, knock on the outside door.
Rolls out.
Hunter. Does Hunter open the door?
Oh yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Move him in.
I was wondering if Hunter got lost too. Like
I was
you're
wondering
like,
if he got
like,
distracted by
oh,
something in a
shit,
short
where's
skirt.
Hunter? He's still standing outside the girls' locker room. Man, Ruben's so lucky.
So lucky, man.
Always
What was
wondered.
he supposed to do?
Supposed to do something. Yeah.
He's supposed to do something.
And
Okay. Is there anyone in there? Hunter?
there's nobody in the locker room. There's nobody. Everybody is in the school gymnasium area, not in the locker rooms. They're not in these areas. So
Yeah. Okay.
the time
Finny
is
will
is dead on
She
purpose.
just locks the locks the boys' room and then moves the robot in.
And then you hear the alarm bell, and you're like, oh no, it's lunchtime. Lunch is going to start. And you know that when lunch starts, it becomes a swarm of kids as they start to get out. But you're ahead of them.
Are we in the wait? So is this after the lock? Wait, so where are we? Oh, is this because
Are we still in the
so
boys' locker room?
Yeah, I thought you were leaving the boys' locker room to get out.
I'm gonna. I'll stay here because I don't want something to happen. So I'll just stay here. I can wait. It's fine. Just to make sure. Then just come get me after. Come get us both after.
So Riker, you're going to get your mom's car? Is that?
No, I was saying my dad would have had a car that he hasn't been
yeah.
driving, and it's just sitting there.
That's
Like
true.
I mean, we
Yeah.
just never drive it. So I mean, I could grab his car. It'd be really weird, but I could. I feel like he'd have a truck, honestly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not the worst thing in this scenario.
So you head out to go get it, and you get back. By the time you get back, lunch is ending, and the kids are going back into the things because now they're going to be doing the awards, the winners, and all that from the science fair and all that. And the rest of you wait for the sound to dissipate, and you're sitting there with the truck running, and then the kids are all in.
So I guess Vinny is now the. Are we taking him? It's quiet that the awards. I mean, I don't know what.
I'm like, go. I don't even know where anyone is at this point. So, did we leave or did we just hang out in the boys' locker room? Like,
well, I said I was gonna stay, so that meant that someone else you could have gone if you wanted to, because I was gonna stay there and just.
He was saying he stayed. You guys could have gone and grabbed lunch during that time.
okay,
bring him back some food, kind of thing.
Yeah, so 100.
Or meet with the rest of the group too, and like just talk to corroborate.
Welcome, Raiders. We're playing some Things from the Flood and Tales from the Loop. 90s kids breaking rules, stealing robots.
Technically no. None of this is true. You'll see.
Liberating.
I got a job offer from the government.
Yeah. You
I mean, Asia got a job from breaking the rules. He's doing the complete opposite.
Right.
It's true. So you start taking him out on the cart to the car, and you hear from just as you get to the car and you start lifting the robot up. Hey, I found one, and you see the girl, the track girl coming towards the car, holding.
Sia's immediately coming up.
Can I?
Hunter did the thing.
Stacy?
Yes, you
Can I
can.
go up to Stacy?
Huh?
Can I go up to Stacy?
I just look at Hunter and I'm like,
Let him cook.
What were you saying, Sia?
Well, I was just kind of stepping out to intercept the visual, but
okay.
Hunter can keep going doing his thing.
And she stops at you, and Hunter, when he comes up, I found an extension cord. I had to take it off of something that didn't do well in the.
Whoa, slow down, Stacy. Where's the fire? Come on. Like, it's technology day. We could take it easy, and like maybe you can I don't know, show me around or come on.
And her eyes open up and light up for a moment. I thought you were dating Finny.
now we split.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Close enough to hear that.
Okay.
Now we split. It's only ours. And I'm like, don't take the extension cord, though.
Adrian actually takes it from her hand as he walks past.
Yeah, I know it's tragic, but you know, a wounded heart needs some care.
Oh.
Riker is in his car going, I don't even know what he's saying, but I'm like,
That was like poetry.
What can I say? Sometimes I'm a poet and I don't even know it. And I'm like holding up my book. I'm like holding up my book. Like I'm like
Do you got a pen?
oh, you know, like always. And I like it takes me a while to like dig through my
You
backpack.
find
I'm
like
like,
one of those pencils, no eraser, like a little short one. Whatever's left.
Adrian has a pen at Hunter's head.
And she grabs your book and she opens it to the inside and she puts her phone number in it. You can call me tonight or something, or call me later.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can serenade you anytime.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Honestly, I didn't know you knew words like that. You never show those words. Even in class, you say words like meat and football.
Meat and football. He would say meat and football. No, it's like 100%. He's like,
let's
hey,
eat some meat and go play some football.
Hey, Stacey, can you keep a secret?
Of course.
It's kind of embarrassing, but I love reading. It's like, there, caught me, there.
What? Like
it's I know it's dumb, it's stupid. You know what? Forget I said anything. Just
and she
I'm embarrassed. I like hold my face and turn away.
And then she looks at the book. And she looks at you and goes, this is like real literature. This isn't even like a Dr. Seuss or anything. Oh my God.
Dr. Seuss is real literature.
The cat.
Yeah, I know. I haven't gotten to the hard stuff yet, but
well, I'm impressed. Honestly, you hide it well.
You know, I can't. You know, like
the
football team and everybody looks up to me. Like I can't have them know that I'm a nerd. It's like
you're not a nerd.
It's embarrassing.
You're a dren.
Oh, damn.
And she pushes.
Yeah, I assume we're all loading up. Like, is it all in the car, like crammed in there, just waiting?
I got to get back. I'm gonna get on the track while everyone's busy doing nerd stuff. Us drens are avoiding it.
Yeah, we gotta stick together. Hey, I'll be cheering for you.
You've never come to a track meet.
I know, but
oh, wow. You're full of surprises. And she starts kind of walking away, backing away.
He's really not. He's really not.
Not and she turns and starts heading back. She goes about 10 feet and kind of looks back over her shoulder before going indoor. By that time, you're already at the truck.
How do you
sleep at night?
Okay, he didn't actually do that. Yeah, how do you sleep at night? Let's be honest.
I mean, all right. It's really simple.
Like
first I unfold the sheets and then I like slip in.
Okay, I'm glad we're asking the important questions, but we should get out of here.
Right.
Adrian's loading himself into the back seat.
All right, there's only one rule. Don't change the station. That's what my dad had it on last, and that's what I'm leaving it on.
It's country, isn't it?
Who's all? It's only a truck though. So who's in the back? Who's
rock?
It's Nickelback.
It's a truck.
We're a little early for Nickelback.
And you get in the bed of the truck, and Adrian, when you lean back, you hear like a from your backpack.
Oh no, I wasn't.
Oh, I
was
have his
being-
backpack.
Yeah, first things first. She doesn't have my backpack,
Okay.
and if I did have my backpack, I would have been very careful with that backpack.
Oh, all right.
There's important
You're
stuff
being
in it.
careful. With
Right,
it.
there's very important stuff in that backpack.
All right.
I get situated, and then I hold my hand out to see you for the backpack.
Yep.
We're gonna cut to arrive wherever you are taking Tick Tick and what you have.
Driving it to Chris's. We're gonna see how he feels
You get
about
to Chris.
robots.
Okay. You get to Chris's, and he's home, and he lets you in, and the room has been cleaned up. The front room that was a mess. Thanks for stopping by. I didn't expect everybody to come by. I thought just be one or two of you. I don't have any more mac and cheese to got, but I've got some ramen.
No. You don't have to feed us.
Oh, bummer.
You're eating more than mac and cheese and ramen, right?
You look scurvy.
I have some Chef Boyardee. Well, I had some yesterday. I don't think
Oh,
I have one right
no.
now. But yeah, I got.
All
All right, we'll get a
stuff.
proper grocery order in
Yeah,
later.
we'll get them some actual food.
I look
some
around the
cheese.
house for like family photos, for like anything to indicate if someone else lives here.
It doesn't look like that. Like there are those things here.
I mean, he had a mom.
Yeah.
And a dad.
I like. Okay, jam question. Did we go over this or did I forget?
Nope.
Okay. She leans over to Riker and is like, "Does he live alone?"
I don't know. I mean, they might have taken off. I mean, he's in a lot of pain. Maybe they couldn't deal with it anymore.
It's like, hey, Chris, how old are you? Just wondering.
19.
He and I are the same age.
Feeling
While this is going
alone?
on, can I check out the window to see if anyone's like, make sure it's like no one's like, no other cars out there?
No.
Okay.
What's that? Whose truck is that?
My dad.
Rikers.
Cool. You got a truck.
No, it's my dad's. Just we needed it for something. What are your thoughts on the robots? Do you think they're as crazy as everybody says, or do you think it's some kind of BS from like the Loop and Crafton?
I don't know. Crafted does all kinds of weird stuff. They could. I don't know. I saw one a few weeks ago. You know, the night the police station was,
Yeah.
like the power went down and everything. I saw one plugged into a power pole, and those power poles, they haven't been used in a year or something. Like, it's weird. It wasn't moving or anything. It was just plugged in there. Somebody must have
It
brought
was
it over and plugged
charging.
it in.
It plugged itself in, probably.
A buggy, I think that's when they were hacking in and making everything shut down. Because remember, they were plugged into those things around,
Yeah, they-
around the area.
Mhm.
Disrupted the
What do you
system.
mean? What do you mean?
No, I said that was above game. I said above
Yeah.
game.
Oh,
I was just making sure that we knew that because I think they were plugged in for just charging that night.
No,
Because if that was the night the police station got raided, they were making it to where all the power was at. Yeah.
I'm not.
Um.
I'm okay. I'm okay though today. I feel a lot better than yesterday.
I look at the group like, what do you guys think?
We have. You and I have had our issues, Chris.
All of us have had our issues.
Correct. That doesn't mean that as a person we don't want you to be unhappy or alone.
I'm not alone. My dad's a truck driver. He shows up every couple weeks.
People need more than every couple of weeks for someone to care about them. We have a friend we'd like you to meet.
He needs a safe place.
I'm not
Where he
ready
can
for
learn.
I'm not ready for the therapist yet. I mean,
No, dude. I promise we're not. It's not a therapist. It's not a therapist.
I mean, okay. I mean, I'm going to
Ruben.
go.
I think that eventually, given what happened, you probably need to see one. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to
seeing
go.
one.
See gave me the info. I'm definitely going to go.
Yeah, the
I just need
doctors
a day
be
or two to like
yeah.
come
No, yeah.
down, you know.
100%. I've been there. I get it. The Dr. B's are both fantastic.
Ruben,
We have someone else we want you
if
to
our
meet.
friend wants to come in.
What
Okay.
is this an
Okay, I'll
intervention
go.
or something? I've seen those on.
No,
TV.
it's not. It's
Just
not intervention.
wait,
There's no
relax.
specialist. We're not trying to trick you with something.
You may want to sit down though.
Yeah, I would recommend sitting down.
Anybody that says you should sit down means you're trying to trick you with something. or
No,
they're
no,
gonna
no,
eat it
no,
or
no,
something.
not on this
Not
one.
tricking you. Just it might
Swear
be a
on-
shock.
Right.
All right.
Right.
He sits down. He waits.
And as he sits down and won't wait for Ruben, I tell him, now this person has their issues with like the loop and craft the two. If they would want to get their hands on him and take him apart. So like
What do you
he
mean?
doesn't
Like-
understand,
like
but
Like
they would
chop
do
him
terrible
up?
things. Yeah, they would do terrible things to him like they did to you.
oh shit, they're doing it.
They would-
They've done it to more people. He's
It's-
from the program. she?
It's
And then I wait for Ruben. Just kind of.
he's not.
Yeah,
from
so get
your
out there.
He's not from your program.
Ruben, you get out there, and you and I guess Hunter and I don't know, maybe Finney, I don't know, help get him off the truck, get it off the truck, and it's able to.
Before we
start.
bring him in, yeah, I'm gonna ask him just one last time. Like, you're okay with meeting someone new, correct? That's still okay?
If you trust him, we have a bond. I trust you.
Okay.
I'd recommend taking the wig off of him first.
Chris might be like, "What are you guys trying to set me up?"
Yeah.
with?
My mother's gonna need her shirt back, by the way. I told you not to. I don't know if I told you before, but you can't take things like that. My mother was looking for this. So
I
We'll
didn't
get him
want
out
to
of the
be.
dress.
I was trying to not be noticed.
well, just okay, but despite that, just ask. When you need something, just ask, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
I just got a Terminator vibe from Terminator 2. Give me your shirt, your shoes, and your pants. So that's
That could be a way, man.
That's all he has to do. All he has to do. All right.
And he follows you in, or it follows you in. And Chris, like, he stops sitting down and he kind of stands up. Dude, you got a robot?
This is it. It has a name. This is Tick Tick.
What the fuck?
And he can think on his own. He's not
He
just
can
a programmed
feel.
machine.
What
Talk
do
to
you
him,
mean?
ask him questions.
He has probes or something for feeling?
No, like he can feel like you or I can feel emotions, or at least something similar.
No,
enough that it
it's a
doesn't matter.
robot.
Talk to him, man.
Talk to him. I'm serious. Talk to him.
And he looks at Tick Tick and all of you. All right. You said Tick Tick, right? All right, Tick Tick. What would be a good test?
Don't ask.
You
what's the
want a
meaning of
party?
life.
And he goes, and you see like his LED goes into a big smile. I love balloons. We could have a party.
He
He's like-
does love balloons. He does actually love balloons.
What the hell was that?
You asked him if you wanted a party.
And will there be cake?
But
What?
next time there'll be cake. There'll be cake next time, buddy.
Whose robot is this?
He's his own
He's
robot.
own.
But he's part of our tribe. So if anything happens to him,
You're saying
they'll have
really
all of
weird
us to deal
things.
with.
Like you're kind of freaking me out, man. Like tribe
Listen.
and robots
Oh, okay,
and parties.
Chris, focus on me.
Yeah.
You need someone around to help you on a day-to-day basis.
He needs a safe place.
He needs a safe place. He will not hurt you. He only wants to help people.
He wants to learn. So if he can like watch TV, like
Read.
educational stuff,
Get him a book from library. Get him a book from library
TV?
once in a while.
I don't know if
I don't
ever
think
seen
he's
it.
had a chance to actually enjoy TV yet. Not properly.
Oh, a test run that?
But I tell Chris, I'm like, look, man, I know we've had our differences. I know that you've done some screwed up stuff in the past. We all have, but you can't be bringing the drug stuff around him. You got to be done with that stuff. I don't want him to think that that's acceptable, because then it's just gonna, if they do come after him and they're gonna think that he's doing something even worse, and they'll definitely destroy him.
Tick, what do you like? Melrose Place or the real world?
It's an important
I don't
question.
know. All right. All right, we can watch some TV. See what happens. Maybe it'll be cool.
Besides, you can help make sure you're actually eating regularly, and more than just ramen noodles, Chef Boyardee.
If you can find some stuff to teach him how to cook, like some channels or something like that,
What are you
he might
talking
be able
about?
to
I
help
don't
you.
know how to cook. Why do you think
Yeah,
I
but he
eat
can
ramen
learn.
and Chef Boyardee all the time?
Get him some
Tick can
cookbooks from
learn.
the library.
Tick can learn.
He can read. He loves reading books, by the way.
And he goes, hold on a second. And he goes into another room and he comes back. You know, my mom had a cookbook. And wait, does he eat?
No.
Just
And
need
I
a power
will-
outlet.
I will get you a properly sized power outlet put in, and I'll take care of the installation myself on that.
All right, he can stay. I mean, I don't know where he's going to sleep. I only.
He doesn't sleep per se. He just goes
Does.
into like a semi-aware charging cycle every once in a while.
I got to plug him in, or he takes
He'll
care
plug
of
Plug
himself
yourself
in.
in.
I just have to get the right kind of plug in here for
All
you,
right.
and that'll be nothing.
I got a little dude hanging out.
You got a little dude. He's
I love
very
it.
sweet.
All right, I'm going to keep the dude here.
Fuck yeah.
The dude. Tick the dude.
Tick the dude. All hail the dude.
We'll watch some TV.
How far away are we from
We'll
House?
probably be checking in on you and him on a regular. If that's cool. So
You already
if somebody
said
comes
check in on
around,
me.
listen. If anybody from Crafter comes around, you got to make sure like he hides in a
98.
closet or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let them
All right,
find him.
I'll keep him hidden. No problem. I hate those people.
Because yeah, I know.
We know. That's part of the reason why we're trusting you to help look after him.
Because we know you know what they've done to you and what they're capable of doing, and he's becoming a real being. He's not just a machine that calculates based on what they program. He's learning
He
to
thinks, he feels.
yeah, and I don't think anybody should go through what you did, whether they're made of metal or flesh.
Or both.
I don't know, Ruben.
All right.
What do you think, man? This might be a safe place for him because the cops ain't coming back here. They're scared to come back here.
And he says, there's more space available here. It's one floor, and I don't have to deal with the stairs that are at Ruben's. But I have a special bond with Ruben. Ruben was the first human to offer me kindness.
They take those. There'll be plenty more. I'll still come around. There'll be plenty more humans that will show kindness too. Like you've seen everyone else here do it. So you know where to find me. I'll be around.
Tick. This is your chance to show kindness to someone who you've never met. Isn't that not what Cinna would want for you to do? Is to spread kindness and positivity through all of this?
Yes, I will do
Cinna
that. But I also
Not only
have
that,
my bond program has attached to Ruben, so I have to check in with Ruben on a regular basis also to make sure that our bond stays strong.
Can you define the bond program for me?
It is sort of it happened. I did not have it before, and then it happened
have
a
it-
few months ago. I got new programming that.
Was this before or after you got hit in the head? Or before your sensors got hit?
Before. And then when Ruben offered me kindness, I became bonded to Ruben. We're bonded. We're friends.
Your first friend is always someone very important to you.
Yes, that you bond to them. Do humans don't bond?
Oh, we bond.
Yeah.
I point around everyone in the room. We all bond.
Who is your main bond to?
My main bond is to everybody in this room.
You can run multiple programs at once for bonding?
Have you tried?
No, but the program runs by itself. I don't
You
control
can't access. What if you try to? What if you don't? What if you allow a second instance of it and allow the other kindnesses? See what happens.
I mean, I think that's what we'll do here. But yeah, Ruben's going to come around, right, Ruben?
Yeah, Ruben's also not abandoning you, and no one is abandoning you. You're not alone.
I can stop by every day. That'd
Ruben
be.
and I are best friends. We're bonded.
I look over at Ruben at the best friend statement.
We just same kind of look, just like flat, the same flat kind of look, just flat.
It's flat look. It's flat look to flat look on that one.
Him and turtles, so it totally makes sense. But no, we want to find a place that's safe for you, that's not out in the woods, and we're like, crafting them can't just grab you. So this seems like
if this is safe and will allow me to. I would like to get my stuff from my bathtub, though.
We can get that stuff for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And he looks.
Do you have any recommendation for books that you want to read?
I don't know what books there are except my book on the Utes and the book on American history you handed me today.
Do you have a topic in mind? Do you have any kind of topic in mind? Because there's things like there's comic books. There's a whole bunch of different things. Like any kind of topic.
I think that
any book
psychology would be a fantastic place for him to start. Ruben, what do you think?
Or a terrible place.
See, I was just thinking, let's start with grade 1, but okay.
I don't think grade 1's the right answer for this. I think this is a non-traditional way of doing it.
And Christmas, I got some books in the other room.
There we go. We can start there. Just kind of let him get his figure out what he likes.
Yep.
Fiction. Let's learn him novels. See what happens.
Tick, do you know Asimov?
Oh no, we're not starting with Asimov. Adrian does put his just hand up. We're not starting with Asimov. That's actually a bad idea. Herbert's better than Asimov.
All right. Dune it is.
Dune it is. Only the first two. Don't let him get into the third one. He's not ready for that yet.
And Tick is like, I would learn about dunes.
Sure.
It's fiction though, so just bear in mind that these books they're not at all meant to be taken literally. They're
stories with lessons.
Do you know that there are? You know how in your book of the Utes there are mentions of myths that are implied to be untrue or to be metaphoric in nature.
Yes, there are metaphors in the book of the Utes. There are stories.
The entire story the entire story in the books you're about to read are metaphors, and these are how humans help convey very complicated ideas to each other in more interesting ways. And the interpretation is up to you for this. So I'm curious to see what your interpretation is.
And Tick kind of turns to Chris. This should be interesting. And I will wait for my stuff from my bathtub. And what are you doing after you finish at Chris's.
Oh, we got
Collapse in the truck.
got a lot of things to check because my mom left a thing
Yeah.
we need to look at.
Yeah, we're going back to my
could drop
place,
you-
I think, for
Are,
that one.
are we ever gonna free that? Are we ever gonna free the
dragonfly?
dragonfly, or are we gonna just keep it
Oh,
forever?
shit! I say as I reach into my bag and pull out the baggie.
I know he's been in there for so long.
He's been much
not
longer than I've
buzzing
been for
along.
him,
At
too.
all.
Oh, no. I open the bag.
Robots need to breathe. They don't need to breathe, right?
It's not just a robot. I say as I poke the bag just a little bit to see if
I
there's
thought
any
you
sort
guys
of
had put holes in
motion.
it, like a little hole in the bag so it had air.
And Tick Tick
Yeah, we
looks
poked
at it.
it.
I meant to.
Are we doing this inside? But I thought we're
Oh,
outside.
no,
I didn't know
we
if
were
if
outside.
we're-
You're
I
outside.
thought
yeah,
we were
like
out.
I'm
Okay.
No,
I'm
we
like,
do
we're not
this in
doing
front
Tick
of
Tick,
Tick
right?
We're doing
Dear
this in front of
God.
Tick Tick.
No, we're not.
Yeah,
How about this?
You're next.
I could drop whoever wants to get dropped off at Adrian's, and then Ruben and whoever wants to go with me, we can go and get Tick Tick stuff. So that way, that's just done.
I think that's a good idea.
I'll go with you to get Tick Tick stuff.
All right.
Okay. And so who's going to get Tick Tick stuff?
We're gonna drop everybody off at Adrian's, and then whoever goes with me, which I think is Finney
Okay.
and Ruben. I figured Ruben would want to go since
And
he's
where's
Let's
sick.
see
City and
who's.
Hunter
Let,
going?
let's.
And
see
I'm
who's-
kicking it with the siblings.
Ooh. Yeah. Not the way I would have phrased it, my dude, but that's on you.
And the three of you heading out to get Tick Tick stuff. As you're going that way, you see a bunch of police lights around the corner. And Finney, you know that is the corner to your house.
Oh boy. Okay, so
Stop.
I'm like, that's the corner of my place. Can you
Right.
do? Yeah, can we like go around to the other side of the street and try to come up the opposite direction, or like
Yeah.
through the alleyway that goes through the back?
We'll try to get as close as we can, Scott. Like using the alleys and the
Okay.
streets. Just
Yeah, that's
Well,
basically it.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of. I mean, there are alleys in the back that are like the garbage truck alleys. You turn a corner to kind of get a view and get around, and you see Finney, your dad, being put in the back of a police car, and the police drive off, and there are people going in and out of your house, police officers, and there are news crews filming all of this, and this is where we're going to break.
Ruben just looking at Penny. It's just Ruben just looking to see Penny, how Penny's gonna react to this. Just like, just kind of like silent, just Penny this
She
whole
just
time.
rolls her eyes like, I told him he should have left.
yeah, but what about all the stuff he found?
I mean, what can we?
Sorry,
Um,
this Scott broke. We'll
Oh,
do this.
yeah,
I like how
yeah,
Scott. I was
yeah.
gonna say, I like how Scott ends it. They were just like, "We'll just keep going."
We'll keep going.
Sorry, Scott.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
we'll break
God
there.
never had control.
I'd rather you have time to think about how you want to react to that. It's not. Yeah,
We don't need time, Scott. We just need to play more.
you do. All right, we will see you next week. Have a good night, everybody. See you next Wednesday.
Tschüss, ciao, Wiedersehen.
Thanks for
Bye.
watching.